Okay, so now, unlike unlike the time where I forgot to press the live button and it wasn't live, I was just muted. I was live, but I was muted. So there's that. So here's what I said. Hold on one second. Let's fix this. Give me. Oh, you know what? Let me play my smooth sounds for a second, and then I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this again. All right. But here's what. Yeah. Like, okay, give me one second. That's what it feels like it's missing right there. Like if I could produce music, that's right. I think I'm just singing the melody to something else. All right, hold on. Be right back. Hey, this is here starting this once again. Hello, hello. Hey there, YouTube. Slasher Dudes. My name is Lisa, and this is Slasher Chick TV. We are on day 9 of 90 with the live stream. I have completed 10%. Do they have any sound effects in here? I need a yay. Imagine that sound effect just happened. Okay. 10% completed. We will consider this. Thank you, Coach Cherry. I really just enjoyed your live, and I barely made it, but I made it. I did a nap took me today. That's what happened. Because when I set out to do this particular challenge, I did not plan appropriately. And if you fail to plan, well, you plan to fail. So I've got this weekend to get myself together. But hence again the title. That's right. If you, I, because yeah, my last conversation had been talking about, or one of them about our relationship with time and our relationship with money. Yeah, the next day I had to check in with a friend, and we got into a conversation about our relationship with fear. And something made me think, ultimately about that phrase that people use and they've been using, and I don't know, I guess this is considered the manosphere, but around the interwebs for single people. You might not see this content, Coach Sherry, because you don't have these problems. No, I'm sure it comes up about married people too. The if he wanted to, he would. That phrase, and I'm like, in terms of your relationship with yourself, though, with your own goals and the things you want for you, if you wanted to, you would. Like, if you want it that bad enough, even if there are barriers, you'll figure out first then how to remove the barriers. But you'll do it. Um, but yeah, this is absolutely catching up to me. We'll just say that. Catching up to me. So so I will not be on lives that late next week. I am going to do better for myself. Because yeah, that nap was completely unplanned. It was necessary though. It was definitely necessary. So I got here when I got here, because if I wanted to, I would, because at the very least, I still have to make it today. I still have to check off this box. And also, being at day 9 felt like a real push. See, yeah, um, having 3 young adults that you could also glean from their perspectives, that's a good point. Um, Besides your own life, you've got theirs too. But and I am a firm believer of the benefit of naps if you can, afford to have them in your day. I know sometimes that's not always possible, but if you can, naps, in my opinion, are also an act of self care. I would add that to the list of low to no cost self care things you can do is take a nap if you can. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that can take like a 20-minute nap or a 30-minute nap. I'm out for at least an hour. So that was uh that was the challenge today. So because if I wanted to, I would, the next goal after having completed this first week is to again remove any friction. I need to make sure that by the end of this weekend I have set myself up so that really all I got to do when it comes down to setting going live is just come in and like press a button and just make it easy on myself. So that's the goal. Interestingly enough, though, Coach Sherry, today that's from your live. Coach Sherry has been going live for 30-ish days. She's on day 11, or just finished day 11, and we talked about some of the benefits of LinkedIn. And one of the things I recently noticed is they have, it looks like, some new AI features on there that I have not checked out to help update day 12. Wow. So even closer to that first milestone of the 30 days, and she'll be going live 30 plus days, but at least 30. And then we'll see how much more Coach Sherry we get after that. Now, do I feel like I'm in a groove with your lives? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Maybe Dawn does. Hey, Dawn. But not yet in a groove. I but I feel excited. I know we're talking about Coach Sherry's. I was talking about Coach Sherry committing to her 30 days, and then she's going to go 30 plus. Um, but yeah, I don't feel like I'm in a groove yet. But yeah, I was saying I'm excited about the 9, getting to the 9 consecutive days, if for no other reason, because I feel like this is the most consistent I've been with anything I've committed to in relation to my YouTube channel in a very long time. So, and I don't know if I've shared this. I think I have shared this a little bit. Before I started this live challenge, I had launched a second channel, and I've been pretty consistent with that. Um, in addition to doing the live stream. So that also feels like a big accomplishment in terms of just figuring out how to make this all fit into my life on a regular basis so that I do not give up on it. So, yeah, Dawn, maybe you should do 30 days again. How can it hurt? Yeah, I wish I could get ahead of my lives and think of topics for about an hour or two before I go live. Then I jot things down and make pictures. It's a lot. That's exactly one of the things I mean, Coach Jerry, is like wanting to plan. For example, okay, I'm glad you brought that up. One, because it gives me something to go ahead and tell you what I was doing. So I started to look and see like what do I already have that I don't have to think about content, and also just thinking about the things I'm working on my own that could I be workshopping those things here, etc. Because I have not planned this all out, and I went to my Canva and went to see, all right, do I have any like previous presentations already set up? And then I did, but I wasn't quite ready. But I because it's y'all and I appreciate y'all so much. I'm going to show you one of the things that I'm working on that I do want to workshop. So I have to figure out how to, yeah. Yeah, I know, and it's I think my plan is to find some time where I can like batch some tasks, like, so do you have any time that you can do that? Now, the other thing I would say, Coach Jerry, is us maybe keeping, backups. For example, I'm sure there are quick tutorials that you could give on some tools that you use that at the drop of a hat, you could give a tutorial on it if you had to. And that could be like your backup plan. And there was something else I was thinking is a good backup. Oh, these are ideas I got from the Think Media on like if they had a video. I recommend this. They have a video on like 5 videos that you can do using 5 videos you can do using things you already have or things today or something like that. Um, but that was one that at least inspired me to say, I know you have presentations that you have already developed, that you could adapt for YouTube right now. Um, Now, the one thing I was gonna, okay, I have 2 things, and I'll show you. That'll give us our 30 minutes. I really have started to try to do this for my slasher chick channel, but I ha yeah, I haven't gotten it fully done because it's a lot easier for me to have done this for my booktube channel because that's really very specific. Whereas over here, it is a little of this slash that, and I don't necessarily want it to be niche to a subject, but niche to a persona, for a community of like-minded ladies, and I guess men too. However you identify, that you just gotta be like-minded and values aligned here. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So that one I found like a lot easier to think of things over time, um, because besides booktube being very specific, they have a lot of things that it's like this is classic booktube content, right? That everybody's going to do. Now, under normal circumstances, right, I would have wanted to have pulled this up already, uh, but I didn't. So we're going to try this now. Uh, but yeah, Dawn, that was another thing I thought. Maybe if I did a stream on the because I had a whole thing I did on my ideal customer avatar for who is my ideal audience. So I think I called it like my ideal viewer avatar or something like that, my IVA. Um, and I think I narrowed it down to like three personas that ultimately this is who I would be making content for. And that does not allow me to niche down except for with those particular women. So that's so the goal from doing all these lives is to continue to refine that, and but to continue to get better at what could be my live format for when I do and get to connect with the haven't quite gotten there yet. Now I'm trying to log into this thing, and because I did this before, it's like everything's going slower. Uh, if I didn't want to show you this would be no problem. I would be popped right into it. But because that I want to be able to show you, that's why I'm getting this uh, rainbow circle of death on my Mac, and formerly known as the blue screen of death on the PC. All right, see my sound's going choppy now because I'm trying to do too much, Dawn. I'm trying to do too much while we're streaming here, and I don't be able to show what I wanted to show while the stream is on. I don't know. I'm gonna say because I don't want to try to do too much and lose the stream here. So let's hope that I can get it a little bit more consistent here. Let me also make sure I'm actually on my Wi-Fi and not like Xfinity's local John. All right, that part is right. And now it looks like it's being a little more, okay, a little more steady here. All right, so at any rate though, here's something I think I can show you without having to worry about that. In terms of just sharing things that, all right, what were you already working on? For example, oh, no, that's not true. As soon as I went to go to that second screen, it disappeared. But if you were, in the previous live, we were talking about my doing a no buy challenge, and I started to make this tracker for my no buy, no spend to see how long I actually make it. So that was one thing I was working on in my Canva here that I was going to show you on my other screen, but it doesn't want to do that today either. So I think part of the reason I ended up titling this live stream is if you wanted to, you would, is maybe the technical difficulties were definitely going to be a part. It's like, Alicia, if you want to, though, you're going to push through. You're going to keep going, and you're not going to give up. You're going to continue to focus on the progress over perfection, because that has been the theme, and that's what we will continue to make the theme. Now, in focusing on progress over perfection, I can show you. I can show you what's holding me up here, y'all. Okay. One of the things I used to have this T-shirt, this progress over perfection T-shirt. That where did I put it? Oh, I still have it. I had gotten this out for a previous live stream. Okay, as you can see, the letters are just gone now. Okay, and I've been trying to get my girlfriend to restart her T-shirt company. So I'm going to go ahead and, so just in case she sees this live stream, it's a push. Okay. So she can replace my shirt. And she has not done that. So I said, all right, well, I want my shirt. So I'm going to make it myself. So since I didn't have someone else to do it, I was going to try to make it myself. And this is as far as I got in the Canva. All right, let's see if you can see that. All right, can you see my design here? Let me zoom in on my design. And this is my Canva version. Now, if I go to see the details here, this is what Canva says it'll look like on the model here. So I might try it so I can get my shirt back, because I really want my shirt. So that's one of the things, though, that as I was trying to show y'all stuff, because I have 9 million tabs open, and this being one of them, that my computer was freezing. So I couldn't show you what I was trying to show you in my Airtable on my content calendar. So that was one. Let's see. And I have a second shirt I was designing in there, because it was I want another shirt that's like a Has like that thank you, thank you, thank you theme that, from what do you call those things? The store bags. But I want it for my sorority, and I'm gonna have to make that too because I haven't seen it. So if you don't see what you want, that's my new plan. It's like if I don't see it, I'm gonna just design it in Canva and get them to send it to me. Um, Now I don't know about Canva's quality though on once they actually print on a T-shirt. I don't, but I have actually gotten Canva printed shirts before. We did a fundraiser for and got like walk shirts for everybody that was participating in the walk, and we got those printed from Canva, and those actually turned out pretty well. But I don't want like this same kind of. This really is like athletic t-shirt quality, and I want more like athleisure t-shirt quality, if that makes sense. So that's that's that. So that was one of the things. Um, and then let's see what else was open. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Oh, now, all right. So this is also then for Coach Sherry. In trying to figure out though, what am I doing content on, right? Besides anyone who talks before, oops, sorry, y'all, Marie Forleo was going on in the background. And she is live. Hello, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. Thank you for coming on over. Um, so the other thing, Coach Sherry, that I use to help me think of content is in addition to ChatGPT, which anyone who's talked to me for more than about 30 seconds, I'm gonna end up probably talking about ChatGPT. Or maybe not 30 seconds, maybe like 3 minutes. But in addition to Chat GPT, there are also a couple of other like AI services that are free. So when you are getting ready to, oh, okay, good. You scared me, Dawn. I was like, oh, my sound is messed up too. So when you are getting ready to sit down and maybe batch some of your content that you want to come up with or some of your content ideas, one of the things you could use is Gemini. So now here's the thing. I'm just going to say this and I'm going to be really clear. I do not think that people can completely replace their brain with AI. Okay. Because as with everything, trust but verify. This cannot be used as like a just a copy and paste because you have to, but what it can be used for is like start not having to start from a blank page, etc. I definitely recommend everybody should figure out how they use AI in their life because although you might not be replaced by AI on your job, you will most definitely potentially be replaced by someone who is figuring out how to use it to be better at their job. So, um, besides, all right, so you love ChatGPT, I love ChatGPT too. But one of the things I do right now is I don't know, I guess this is like AI shop. And that I will occasionally take the same prompt and put it in not only Chat GPT, but I'll try the prompt and say what used to be Bard and now it's Gemini, which is Google's GPT. Okay, so we talked about OpenAI's GPT. Then there's Google's one that is Gemini, and what is the other one? Because I think I have my other window open too. There's another one that you can try called Claude. Um, Now, I had not heard of Claude, but one of my good friends recommended it because she really liked the interface better than Chat GPT. So Now, okay, here's Claude, and this happens to be Claude, specifically the Claude prompt that I used for when I was doing the solo travel live stream and trying to come up with helping me with some of the content for what I was going to use for the slides. So also recommend Claude, and this is the free version of Claude. Now, even with the free version of Claude, one of the things I like about it too is that it automatically will use images versus um, ChatGPT on the free like 3.5 version. I don't think it automatically comes with images. I think you have to be on the like premium ChatGPT 4 to use the Dolly, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is why I recommend using the different types, because you can get free photos in this one um in Claude. Now, the other one I go to, let's see if I already have this one open. Uh, Not ChatGPT. We talked about ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and the Microsoft one. Hold on, I'm going to tell you the name of it in 1 second because I probably have this one open too. um, and that one, the Microsoft one, it'll also like create images for you. Which is another one. Oh, Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. That's what it's called. Okay, so that's what theirs is, and I'll show you what I mean when I say theirs is because they really want theirs to be kind of very much how I end up using ChatGPT. Is like I said for everything, for planning events or making checklists for travel. Um, what else have I used it for besides the writing? Let's see. Conscious Business Services and Opportunity says they use ChatGPT because it saves so much time just based even on what they understand and using it to get started. Um, and Coach Sherry agrees. You definitely need to know your content. Definitely need to know your content when using it so it can be customized. Exactly. Because if you don't know your content to actually give it your flavor beyond the GPT flavor, it's going to give GPT. So there's that. Um, so, of course, now my second screen is again freezing, but those are the ones that I can remember right off the top of my head without having prepared for this live stream. Is I usually start in Chat GPT because that's the one I personally um, like the best. Now, I probably like it the best because it made the biggest splash when OpenAI dropped that. And then, although clearly the others had to already be in the works, at least with Microsoft's version and with Google's version, um, although they were available, I'm sure. I think the thing that probably endeared me most to OpenAI will always be I don't want to just call them their leader, but their CEO, and knowing that I've had I think he cares about using artificial intelligence ethically, and not only thinking about the bottom line and how money can be made from artificial intelligence alone, because certainly with the certainly with the wrong tools, humans can be dangerous. And so that, I think, more than anything, is what endears me mostly to ChatGPT as the probably my favorite tool from OpenAI. Now, because I have now made it to my 31 minutes and everything else is freezing, I'm going to just quick log on here to my 31 minutes on my phone, so I can put these in the chat. That it's Claude is one of the AIs that we talked about. Copilot by Microsoft. Gemini by Google. And obviously ChatGPT. We'll still put it in there in case somebody comes in here later. Yeah, and I encourage people to quote unquote AI shop. Take the same prompt that you would put in one place and put it in the others. Look at the different things that you get back. Start and then I choose to start with like where what resonates with me the most, where I take some things and put together, and then thinking about again where you're going to put your own touches so that it's you, it's yours and your content, but it was using a resource and tool that was available to you to make it a bit easier for you. So with that said, at some point this weekend, I'm going to use that to help me plan out the rest of my 81 days of live streams. So I can get to this goal, but at a minimum, we have completed 10% here. We only got 90% to go. And I am going to celebrate that progress over perfection. And that completed tonight too. And yeah, I'm gonna get some rest because I am a woman of a certain age, and I've been burning it at both candles all. Burning the see, I can't even turn the phrase correctly. Burning the candle at both ends all week. It's time. It's time for rest. It's time for us. So hopefully I get to see y'all tomorrow in the Empowerment Summit. Is it Empowerment Summit or Empowerment Conference? Put it in the chat. That will include Coach Sherry and Marlene Motivates. So make sure to check them out tomorrow afternoon. I believe at 3:15 Eastern time is when it starts, or that's when Coach Sherry's time is. But Marlene, you can put that it's like throughout the day, and there will be some other creators also participating. And because these are people in the community that I love, I will hope to see you there at the Empowerment Conference tomorrow as well. So thank y'all for coming out and have a good night. Dawn, you'll have to teach me how to make an outro. All right, thank y'all. Have a happy Friday. I don't even know if I can end the stream because everything's all frozen. Okay. There we go. Thank you for your patience, Joan. I appreciate you so much. All right. Now I think I can. Okay. Oop. Now I think I completely in the stream. All right. Bye for real this time.